snacks.
What it do, snackers and snackettes? It's your boy Gage. That's Jokes.
Yo.
That's Sin.
Yes, sir.
It is time for Loading Snacks Weekly.
Hey.
We get together once a week, talk about things happening in pop culture.
Yes.
This week, we're going to talk about The Little Mermaid again.
Hey.
And then we're going to stay on topic and talk a little bit more about Disney Plus. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big things happening.
look,
Oh.
It just got serious.
Oh.
I know it does.
And we're only what? We're only 30 seconds
Look,
in
we
here.
just got in here.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
excuse me.
Let me
point.
sit up a
Okay.
little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
no point in, keeping it light. Let's just get into it, because so ABC has announced that they are in fact doing a live version of The Little Mermaid on TV with Queen Latifah as Ursula, Shaggy.
It
wasn't me. I can already know whose voice that
As Sebastian.
was. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
And Ali Carvalho, who was Moana, as Ariel. I figured you was going to say it. But
Oh,
you didn't say it.
perfect.
So two things. One, this means that she is two different Disney princesses. That's
Hey.
special.
Hey.
I
Dear.
don't think anybody else
Nope. I don't
can
think
quite
that.
say that. Okay. But that means that we're getting two live action versions of The Little Mermaid in possibly less than a year span.
Kind of crazy.
Very crazy.
Kind of crazy.
Now, I have not seen any backlash yet about this young lady who was once Moana, whether she's going to be a redhead or not, or how they're going to handle it. But I'm wondering if that is because this is based on the stage adaptation of The Little Mermaid anyway, and that this will be a stage presentation. I mean, it's going to be live. It'll be played like when they did The Wiz, and
Gotcha.
it's gonna be a long.
You said is it a TV show or is it going to be like a movie?
It's going to be on TV. So they've done several of these live. Like it's a play, but it's happening live. Again, they did The Wiz, a couple others, but they air them. I guess mistakes and all should it go down that way,
Right.
because it's happening
It's
live.
right.
But it is going straight to TV. It's not like it's going to be in theaters or something like
Right.
that. But I just find it interesting that they're going that route. And it seemed that a lot of people were under the impression that, at least in terms of Queen Latifah, that there had already been rumors of Queen Latifah playing Ursula that had been floating around for quite some time.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people thought it was going to be for the live action movie once that became a thing, that they were going to turn it into that. Where are we on this?
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, do you think this was planned in motion before everything happened? Because it's just funny to see like this coming out after all the backlash of the casting of Ariel. Now they're putting out this one with Queen Latifah playing Ursula, with something that, let's say, rumors been floating around forever, and all this other stuff. You think it's just a way just to slightly appease, take less focus off of all that other stuff?
I don't think so, because I feel like this is something that's haven't been in the makings for a while, and just like the movie was, it's just maybe somehow time frames or something just miraculously align like that. Because my only thing with it, I highly doubt they're going to come out like, I know they're going to come out like within the same year, I think it is.
Well, okay, so this live action version is supposed to air November 5th. Okay, Little Mermaid is supposed to hit next year. So I'm just saying, within a year.
Pretty much.
Okay, we're going to be together. Because my only thing would be is, like, say if you release them, like, just, like, literally a few months apart, everyone's going to be trying to compare, such and such is better than the TV version or better than the movie version. But I feel like you really necessarily can't compare the two of them because you're looking at this high budget movie versus this one more similar to what the stage play. I know they will, and can't accept them for the presentation that each of them is supposed to be with. Personally, I think it's pretty cool that we're gonna get I like some of those, the live ones that we can see on TV. I know they'll edit out mistakes and all that but that's what you do with live stuff.
Just what?
Nah, they just.
It's gonna be live.
It's live.
Live.
It's
what live
bro.
means. No, that's gonna be live.
No, some of them. Some say live.
We're gonna get a shirt. Jokes live.
Nah, some say live, but when they mean live, it's okay, now we're streaming it for the first time. But they've done the edit. Maybe it's a jokes thing. I don't know.
It's a jokes thing. It's another shirt.
It is definitely a jokes thing.
Continue.
Nah, it's live. In the same way that the Academy Awards is live or whatever. There's always, whenever they show something live and they put it on TV, there is always a delay. There's always a 5-second delay, whatever. But other than that, nah, it's live. The kind of live where it's happening.
I'm saying,
nah, I'm just making sure that you understand what we're talking about.
It's live.
Because the movie will be live action.
Right.
This is going to be live.
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 Yeah, live.
Hey, bro, listen. I just want you to know, you ain't getting away from that one. That thing's gonna follow for a while. Cause when we do Extra Life, we gonna be live. We gonna be streaming it live. I want you to know. That's all. Okay. Now he and I will probably be there the whole time and awake the whole time, live. You?
We'll find
sleep live. So here's where I'm at. I find it interesting right now. The backlash in terms of the casting for the movie was relatively immediate.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it for this. And it's possible that this is much
under the radar.
More under the radar. I don't think as many people are talking about it or haven't been talking about it as much. But the news, again, it just hit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it remains to be seen how people treat it. Because it could be done live and, Ariel could be cast in a wig with red hair or whatever. But I do think that if it's not, and it also could be, it's a play. And for whatever reason, people tend to accept different actors playing different parts. I also think that one of the big things, this could be something that Disney is doing to prepare people for just getting in your head that every version of it doesn't have to exactly be the same for it to still be good. The version of Aladdin that existed in theaters over this past summer is not exactly the same. It does match relatively beat for beat with what the animated version was, but it certainly wasn't exactly the same thing. Now, my acceptance of Will Smith as the genie, even though I wasn't on board at first, was kind of alright, he's going to do what he can do with it. But I think that people's willingness to accept that is different, if for no other reason than the fact that Robin Williams isn't alive. If Robin Williams was alive and they cast anybody else, there might have been a problem. You know what I mean? But I think that there are enough people who also know that there is an issue with the history between Robin Williams and Disney based on that movie. Well, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but you don't look like you're familiar with this at all. To make a long story short, when Robin Williams decided, when he agreed to do Aladdin, part of what he agreed to contractually was that they would not use him to sell the movie.
Okay.
They would not use him to advertise whatever, and Disney pretty much only used him and the genie to do it, and there was a lot of back and forth between them and contract issues and things of that nature, and so there was a big falling out between him and Disney based on what ended up happening with that. You can look it up, you can watch YouTube videos on it and whatever else. There's a lot of information on it, but I feel like people are going to treat this more like they would treat it if there was a school play. You know what I mean? And they were doing The Little Mermaid, and you cast people based on ability, not necessarily based on look and or color. You know what I mean?
I think as long as they get that message out there in front of people, they'll be fine. It's like I said, the story relatively just came out. Once social media starts picking up and everybody starts putting their own narrative and their own little takes on it or whatever, you know what I mean? I think as long as it's clear, that idea of it putting that way out in front of people, it won't get the same amount of issues that the live action movie has, you know, with it.
I mean, when it comes to budget and what is going to go into the making of the live action movie, you're talking a much larger and wider audience than anybody who's going to watch what happens on TV, even if you have a bunch of people watching on TV. We are already aware that this is a cast of people who are talented and can sing the songs that come from the movie. Like, we know we don't have to worry about that. I don't think people care that Queen Latifah might play someone who is supposed to be purple.
Yeah, that's what.
Or because people also thought that the lady who wasn't black, that voiced Ursula, sounded black to a lot of people. I'm just
okay.
But I want to hear Queen Latifah sing "You Poor."
Oh my gosh! Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like the whole time, I'm sitting like, I'm not gonna sit down and watch this when it comes out because Little Mermaid is my favorite Disney movie of all time. But then, no BS. That was the first thing that popped in my head. Like, her doing "Poor Unfortunate Soul." I definitely have to turn in to see that. Then I start going down the list like, okay, Part of This World, gotta see Little Shorty sing that. Like, all right, I'm just gonna end up watching the whole thing pretty much. I'm gonna end up watching it.
Shaggy doing "Kiss the Girl."
Might pay just for that. Might pay just.
It's gonna be interesting to see if they stick to doing the classic versions of those songs,
or put their own twist on,
or if they put their own twist on.
Because of course, my brain is with the classics right now, and just hearing it in their voice of it. But of course, everybody's gonna put their own seasoning on it and everything.
I mean, again, I think one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that for years Disney has re-released versions of those songs.
Absolutely.
You know, their versions of all of the Disney greatest animated songs re-sung by like current Disney, like, you know, Ariana Grande and different people singing those songs in like album compilations, like within the last couple of years. And so those versions are not the original classic versions that you think of when you think of those versions. And traditionally, there is like a soundtrack version of a lot of songs like that, and there is a score version of those songs where, you know, you get Peepo Bryson.
Hey.
Peepo.
Peepo.
I don't know why it sounds like a P, and it is a B. I just know it's pronounced Peepo.
Well, Peebo.
Look at it on paper, and then you get up to call people. Like,
all right, hey Ron. You get, you know, Peepo Bryson or somebody singing the radio edit, you know, of a classic song, and then in the film it's the actor or someone else who they get to sing the song in the film, and it's not the actor.
Right.
So I mean, that happens. It's not super uncommon. I just think people, their willingness to accept it, might be helped along by this coming first.
Yes. Yes.
I think.
Get something out there to get on your palate first with
we'll see.
With differences in people and stuff like that before the theatrical budget movie actually comes out.
Yep.
Hopefully it goes that way, but if not, oh well, it's still coming and we're all going to see it. So
Yep, right about that.
And we'll be right back here to talk about it.
Yeah, that joint drops like right at Extra Life. Something like that. Anyway, we'll make it happen though. We're gonna see it.
Somehow
We're gonna see that. But on that Disney note, a couple of weeks ago, news hit that Disney, who now owns the majority stake of Hulu, they basically own Hulu.
Pretty much. Just straight say, yeah, for the most part.
Was planning on bundling Disney Plus and Hulu. So for people who already had Hulu, which is a lot of people, it would make it easy for them to just do an add-on and get Disney Plus as well. So it was announced that this bundle will be Disney Plus, Hulu Plus, I think Hulu Plus.
That's what they called it.
And ESPN. All three streaming services in one bundle for $12.99 a month.
That's a steal. I mean, I guess from the stake of paying for each one individually, it's like, because like, say for example, I have the no commercials Hulu plan. That is $11.
Right.
So.
Right. So, on that note, I don't know if the $12.99 is with or without ads.
Okay.
It doesn't, nothing that I saw clarified that. Or whether there would be tiered versions of this plan.
We just know that there's a plan with all three of those.
Right. And when I saw it, I only saw it compared to like the $5.99 ad version of Hulu and like the $4.99 ad version of ESPN, I think is what it is, right? Okay. So $11, right? At that point, but you're getting ads. So
still in a lot of households, that's still a sweet deal. Still,
it's a sweet deal no matter what.
Yeah.
It could be highly annoying depending on how often those ads kick in.
Maybe. And
could definitely push people to the no ad version.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
And those updated plans where we got to see how it works, where multiple people can be watching stuff at the same time. Because if Dad's downstairs watching ESPN and you won't be upstairs watching Infinity War.
Oh gosh.
You know what I mean? If somebody else will be over here watching the Blacklist or whatever show they're watching. You know what I mean? Like you gotta pay to have those.
That's gonna be a fight.
I agree.
You gotta pay to have multiple, accounts.
Right. So I think that's now you pay $11.99 for Hulu. I don't have Hulu. You don't have Hulu. You did at one point.
No, when we was talking about when it first came out, it was
free.
For the free stuff.
Well, online.
Right.
Not the app.
No.
When the app came out, I did the 30-day trial and was like, this is BS. Because there were things I could watch on the computer for free, and those same things were not available on the app. And I was like, well, the whole point of me paying for the app would be so I could watch the stuff I want to watch on my TV.
Right.
So, not doing this. So I just never jumped back in. It wasn't worth it. For you, at $11.99, $12 a month, what do you get? Can you watch on multiple screens?
You can watch on multiple screens.
How many screens can you watch at once?
I don't even remember. You know what?
Yeah, let's look at that.
Let's take a look at that.
And what quality of stream do you get?
It's HD. I'm pretty sure it says full 1080 when it comes through on there.
So while you're looking that up, I want to say, so my parents bought a new TV a couple of days ago. 65-inch LG OLED 4K, beautiful. And I was like, well, you're not really going to get any 4K with the exception of maybe your Netflix. And I was like, but I'm not sure that you guys pay for the 4K version of Netflix. So I helped them get it connected, sign into it, all of that jazz. Only to find out, of course, no. They pay like the $8.99. You can stream the 2 TVs and you get HD. So I'm like, all right, let me back out of this joint, sign into my account, which is 4 screens, full 4K, like $16 a month. Mm-hmm. So almost twice what they pay. Technically for twice the visual capacity and twice the viewing. So, whatever. Mm-hmm. But that's what they would really need to do to get 4K out of Netflix. Which currently would be the only real way for them to get it. Like, it's not coming through satellite. It's not coming, you know what I mean? So
that and YouTube. Like, there's counts on there, but yeah.
Sure. But my parents don't watch YouTube. Right. So I'm just thinking about
what 4K content is right now.
So, because, like, literally, not even joking, they were like, because what happened is they actually got a good deal on a TV from Best Buy, but they saw a package for the exact same TV on Amazon. It was a little bit more, but it came with the wall mount and it came with an Xbox, which would give them 4K. But I'm like, y'all don't buy movies. You don't buy, you know what I mean? Like, you don't buy 4K DVDs to watch them anyway. So, like, it really wouldn't benefit you to do that. If anything, you're going to get the content, you're going to get it through whatever you stream, and that's going to be what it is. Mm-hmm. Having said that, that made me think, okay, we still don't know with Disney Plus, are there going to be tiers?
Right.
To do with it.
And what are you going to get for those tiers? And if not, like, what are you getting out of this? Like, right now, I can buy any of the MCU films in 4K and stream them through my Xbox. Like, I can use that app and I can buy them there, or I can get them from somewhere else. It could be Hulu or somewhere else, but I can buy them in 4K and I can watch them in 4K. But if Disney Plus comes out and you're able to stream all that stuff, but I can't get it in that good of a quality, for me as a video file / audio file, like, I'm not gonna, like.
No, I think going forward they gotta have 4K and then some type of 4K. They have to. Like, 4K is pretty much coming up on the standard now. You know what I mean? Like,
right. But what is it gonna cost? So what do you got? What happened?
So the only thing I was able to find, like, it doesn't specifically say with the $11.99 one. So the regular one lets you get 2. Then it talks about Hulu.
Like 2, you can stream to 2 devices.
2 devices. But then it talks about Hulu TV. That one, they don't give you like the middle one. Hulu TV, you can stream up to unlimited, but you got to pay the extra $15 in order for that to be.
An extra 15?
An extra
on top
15.
Of the 11.
On top of, well, no, Hulu TV. That's the TV. So that's the one that's normally $39.99, where you get the live TV on there. But that one you can get unlimited if you pay an additional $15.
So that's like getting YouTube TV.
In the sense.
YouTube Red with the streaming.
But with the $11.99 package, it's not clear and concise. So it seems like maybe it's just taken from.
You can't log into your Hulu account and see what resolution you get based on the package you have. Like, when you go to Netflix, if you go to your account and click on it, you can see you pay this amount and this is what you get for it. And it just kind of tells you. I'm going to say if Hulu's not, and I don't know, if Hulu's not offering 4K right now,
I don't think there's 4K.
Then there's not necessarily any reason for Disney to do it. They should. Because if Hulu's not, I mean, $12.99 a month is a ridiculously good price.
Yeah.
But again, if we're talking one device, I'm thinking 2 devices max at that price. For 3 services?
Yeah.
I'm thinking 2 devices max. Yeah. Now, unless, because they are individual services technically, bundled together, maybe 2 people can be watching Hulu, 2 people could be watching Disney Plus,
something like that.
On there,
like maybe you're getting,
I can see
you know what I mean? Like, it's technically 3 different apps.
You're just getting them all for one price. Yeah, but you still got to download that individual app
to do.
Log into
right, I would think. Right, you still have.
It's not gonna be all.
You probably would use the same login
to do.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, do that 3.
But it will know the
that
difference.
after,
But yeah, it doesn't tell me. It may have something to do with the fact because the way my Hulu is set up, it's built. No, it's built through iTunes, so it doesn't give you.
I'm gonna let him find it because he's about to find that answer.
No, he can.
That.
But I think because it's being built through Hulu and iTunes has a weird relationship.
Special,
It's a weird relationship, but because of it, you can't see everything. So, like, say normally, if I go in the app for Hulu and go into the settings, not into iTunes, you can see and manage your stuff from inside of the app. When you have it built directly through iTunes, you cannot do it. And you have to do everything from Hulu's actual website. It's a weird...
So you have 5 devices.
Well, that's just what those are the devices that I can
that you have it connected to.
That's not saying that it's
that
actually...
you can do it at 5 or,
right.
Like at the same time.
Well, no, I don't think that's specifically saying, like, I'm probably have it, let's see, Xbox, PlayStation, Fire TV, iPad, iPhone. I don't know, does it show all those on there?
No, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't click that.
It was on, okay.
So you can, doing it through iTunes, you can either choose between Hulu or Hulu no ads. Those are the 2 options you have. Then it says if you want to subscribe to Hulu Plus Live TV or get premium add-ons like Showtime, HBO, Cinemax, Stars, you gotta subscribe directly with Hulu.
Like I said, it's a weird thing with Hulu and iTunes.
Yeah, because they also have a different thing built through Roku. There's a separate thing built through Spotify. Like, my daughter has Hulu as a part of her Spotify Premium because she has the student version of Spotify, which technically gives her Hulu for free. Spotify with Hulu bundles include Hulu's ad-supported plan. This joint just goes through, like, if you're doing it through Sprint, if you're doing this, like...
It doesn't give you the specifics, like...
I don't like this.
Yeah.
This already makes me feel very unsure about bundling all 3 of these together.
If it's that convoluted to just get an answer like that.
Bruh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It should be right there when you go in your profile.
What do you watch on Hulu?
Mostly for me, like the
Here, take that back. I'm listening to you, but I gotta do some research.
But
I don't like this.
How much live stuff you watch?
Well, mostly like I go back like the Hell's Kitchens, it's like all the Gordon Ramsay stuff I watch on there. One Punch Man, of course, was a Hulu.
That's cute, right? I like that.
Hey, yeah.
I like that.
One Punch Man was exclusive to Hulu. That was the only way. Well, that was the only way you could watch it.
I'm listening. I understand.
And then there's been like just some in-house TV shows. Before I had PlayStation View, because of course I was one of those that cut the cable, so I wasn't dealing with that. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was able to be watched, of course, or able to watch through.
Hey, listen, I don't know what you heard, but I heard Asians of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, one second.
You know what's funny?
Hold on.
That is exactly what it sounded like he said. I just ignored it.
You just let it. You just gonna let it go.
I just let it go.
I couldn't let it go because
you understand. Sometimes you just can't let it go.
Let me enunciate for those then. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Hey, I'm sorry, my brain is already on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now. I'm trying to get back on. Okay, back on.
But those are just a few of the things, and then there's some random things that pop up from time to time on Hulu. It's just like, oh, this looks interesting, just like anything Netflix or whatnot.
Yeah.
But a lot of those type of things, like the chef shows, all that. That's what I mostly watch on Hulu than anything else.
Cool. Yeah, that's the stuff I used to go to when it was free back then, like Gabe was talking about. Hell's Kitchen,
that's
all
what
that stuff.
I'm having issues with what I'm seeing already.
Is it because it's on an iPhone? Or is it
no, he's on his now.
Nah.
He's on his now.
Oh.
Nah, but like, so... What are you talking about, Hulu? This is why I had issues with Hulu the first time I tried this.
It's all coming back now?
Yes, because again, it was like, all right, you can go on Hulu.com, you can watch all these shows, there's all this stuff that's there, you can do it for free. You're just watching it, whatever, it's ads, no big deal, right? But then it was $10 a month at the time if you wanted to get the app and do. So Netflix is becoming a big thing. let's see what's up. Okay, Hulu got the TV.
Netflix got the movies.
Let's see what's happening.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Right.
So I signed up for the 30-day trial, and I find that shows that I wanted to watch on the computer, I'm like, you know what? I'm really digging this show. Let's go ahead and get the app, sign up for the trial, and let's watch them on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
But those shows were unavailable in the app. They're only available in the free version on the computer. And I'm like, I'm not feeling this at all. That's dumb, because the shows I actually want to watch, I can watch for free.
Yeah.
Why would I pay you to use an app that has shows that aren't the shows that I'm trying to watch?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense. This right here,
Doesn't make sense.
of course, their most popular version, $5.99 a month. Okay, that gives you ads. But then there's the Hulu no ads, $11.99 a month. A few excluded shows play with ads. Learn more. So boop. Due to streaming rights, the following shows are not included with the Hulu no ads plan and will instead play interruption free with a short ad break before and after each episode. Grey's Anatomy, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., How to Get Away with Murder, all ABC shows. Okay. And I guess only those 3 shows.
Yep, it's just those 3.
Okay.
Now, I want you to know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on Netflix. Now, I'm sure it's not the, you can't watch it the next day. Right. It's not the, you know what I mean? But
right. It's there.
Or you can go to the ABC app. You can watch it the next day. If you want to watch it with ads, anyway.
I think you gotta have it with the ABC app, though. You gotta have cable, I think, to actually hook up to it.
Well,
or,
yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, or you gotta pay for it or whatever. What I don't see is anything that tells you what quality you get in terms of your streaming.
That's important nowadays. Especially people going buying, wait till this holiday season come up. 4K, there's gonna be so many new 4K TVs in people's houses with them deals. Just like it's, every year we get closer, the more it becomes, the normal TV to have in a house. Like, you got to put that on there somewhere where people can easily find, like, am I gonna be able to stream stuff in that 4K?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
I mean, Hulu Plus Live TV starts at $45 a month. And those are the only 2 plans. That's weird. I'm not a fan of this. Like, I want to know. Like, I'm one of those people.
Now you need the answer.
I need to know. Like, you need to tell me. Like, this shouldn't even be a thing. Like, it should just be, here is what you're getting.
Like I say, you should be able to write to your profile and just have the information sitting right there.
No, out there.
It should just be simple as that. Just like with almost any other thing that you have a login for. You go click on your name 9 times out of 10, it takes you right there to your account information.
I mean, look, I can certainly understand, right, that, like, if you are watching mostly on a handheld device, that the quality of the video stream likely isn't going to be that big of a deal, right? Like, if you're on your phone, an iPad, it's not necessarily going to be that big of a deal, right? You're not looking for 4K or whatever. But the sheer number of people that have access to things like that through Roku, Amazon, Fire TV, an Xbox, a PlayStation, whatever it is.
The apps on their TVs come with them now.
I want to know that I'm getting the full flex of the muscle I paid for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In those services.
Especially if you know that service has 4K content on it. How do I know
when you know that the content is available in 4K somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where do I go to get that content? Now, don't get me wrong. There's going to be a lot of content on Disney Plus you can't get anywhere else.
Right.
But if you're talking about the difference between having Hulu or having... Because I don't really care about ESPN. I mean, the only thing about ESPN that even, like, a little bit is the UFC. Like, they get them fights. I like them fights.
Like,
That's about it. Don't get me wrong, like the 30-30s are cool, but whatever. You know what I mean? Like when it really comes down to it, like the kind of stuff I really want to watch and I'm gonna watch over and over again.
It's gonna be on the other two.
It's gonna be in full 4K. Like I was disappointed because I was on Netflix the other day. I just happened to be going through some stuff, and I was like, it's been a while since I watched the first Avengers film. Let me just throw this on, right? And I put it on and almost threw up because it was only in regular HD, and I was like, this is a travesty. I own this already in 4K. I'll never do this. I'm not going back.
I haven't had that pleasure yet. I'll get there hopefully this year. Where I can get to the point where I see something in 4K and I go back and be like, this is trifling.
It doesn't even matter.
I almost did it the other day with Youngbloods. Cause I was downstairs playing it, and then when I said, let me go upstairs, and I like the first 5 minutes I was looking like, this looks all like like
it's not the same.
I'm like this like.
Is it in my eyes?
Stop playing. I gotta go back downstairs.
Yeah.
No, after a while, like my eyes are just readjusted what it was used to, and then it didn't bother me no more. But for like that first 5 minutes, I was like, I need to clean my TV or something.
I gotta clean my eyes out. What's going on?
This is wrong.
Oh yeah, them K's.
They're so important. They're so important. Like once you have them.
Oh yes. When I got my 4K TV for the first and hooked that 1X up, and
I'm glad you had that moment, sir.
Sure, you're
glad.
You're gonna get there.
One day.
You know, in the 4K, the first time that I truly noticed was when was that Mortal Kombat 10? I think that was 10. I played it and then I came over here and he had it running, and I was like, no, it was Injustice, and it was on the Fortress of Solitude. I think it was I was like, is this snowing in the background on that show?
I remember that, yeah.
Because I was like, I can't see that on my TV. Them caves.
Make a difference.
So according to this, I mean, I just had to do a search right fast. To see, I just put this Hulu stream in 4K. Hulu.com/press. This is their press releases.
Oh.
4K Ultra HD now streaming on Hulu. As TV and movie lovers ourselves, we want to make sure viewers can watch their favorite shows and movies in the best possible quality. 4K Ultra HD gives content creators a more immersive canvas for their stories. So today we are excited to announce that Hulu now supports streaming in Ultra HD 4K, just in time for the premiere of our newest series, Shut Eye. This is from 2016, by the way.
Oh.
All episodes of Shut Eye will be available to stream on Wednesday, December 7th. You can catch... I don't care about any. In addition to Shut Eye, you can stream other Hulu originals, including Chance, The Path, in Ultra HD 4K. Just in time for the holidays, we've also added the entire James Bond movie collection. Binge on movies like Spectre, Die Another Day, GoldenEye, with a much clearer, higher resolution picture. We have more than 20 James Bond movies available to stream via 4K. We'll continue to add more 4K content over the next year. 4K Ultra streaming is now available for Hulu viewers on the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One S, with more devices to come in 2017.
So yes.
I suppose
I'm going to test that.
it could just be that they are not advertising that they stream in 4K. Maybe they're not charging you a different price based on it. And Netflix is.
Very true.
Clearly Netflix is.
Yeah.
They are telling you that they are.
Right up front.
So, could be... And again, there's a lot of content on Netflix that's not in 4K. All their original stuff is in 4K. And there are other things that are in 4K, for sure. But... that's very interesting. I would imagine that the new Rokus that do 4K, Fire Stick 4K, would, or should, anyway, stream in 4K. What we'll do, sir, is we'll have you just log in and we'll take a look.
That sounds relatively smart.
What happens. Anyway, on that note, we should shut this down, close this out, give it the wrap signal.
All right.
So, with that, all we need to know is how you feel about this new bundle, and will you jump in, and does it matter to you whether 4K is available or not? Would you pay $12.99, or would you just want Disney Plus for $8? Because that's pretty sweet.
Yes, it is.
And then let us know how you feel about this new Little Mermaid. Are you going to tune in?
Are they going to watch it live? Or are they going to watch it live?
Live.
Yeah.
I don't think they have a choice. I don't think they have a choice. They could DVR it.
Ooh.
And
That's
watch
not
it
live.
pre-recorded live. I don't know.
Pick your poison.
Yeah.
Pick your poison.
Anyway, y'all let us know in the comments how you feel about it. We greatly appreciate you tuning in. With that, we're out. Toodles and Lose.
What's going on, everybody? Did you enjoy what you saw? Of course you did. So if you want to help us out and support us, here's what you can do. On whatever platform you're currently streaming us on, just like, share, and subscribe. Then head over to patreon.com/loading snacks and become one of our patrons there.